wait. Before you hit that dislike button, before you come at me with a spoon and threaten to scoop out both of my testicles, one by one, just hear me out for a second, okay? So, don't get me wrong. I think Aphmau is a good YouTuber. Her channel is decent and very creative. And that's what I like about her channel. The fact that it seems and feels different than most Minecraft YouTubers. But, however, her fans, on the other hand, the fan base of her roleplay series, they need to stop. Okay, they need to stop, and I'm going to tell you why. Right now. So, like, for instance, as you can clearly see behind me, we have 2 Aphmau roleplayers. Well, 4, actually, because there's some up there as well. But you see this everywhere, and it is so old. It's 3 years old, or should I say 4? I think it's 4 years old now. And, it's been getting worse and worse and worse. It's like a population. And the population just keeps growing and growing and growing. And it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. There are thousands upon thousands of people saying that they are their teenage son or daughter of Aphmau or Gareth or Travis or Cadenza or whatever the heck her name is. I don't care. But what I know is that there's a way, okay, there is a way to do this kind of stuff without getting crap for it. How? How do you do this right? Well, it might seem like an impossible answer to actually answer, but it's actually quite simple. All you have to do is just actually do it right. Like, it's not that hard to do something like that correct. But yet, thousands of her fans they just take things to just obscurity. And don't get me wrong, not all of them do this. Not all of them do that. Some actually follow the story that they are supposed to be a part of. Like, for instance, some people who are the daughter or the son of a certain character will actually call the character that is supposed to be their parent mom or dad. And that, in my opinion, is how you're supposed to do this kind of stuff. Like, for instance, you can role play as anyone's son or daughter. I'm not saying that you can't do that. But what I'm saying is that if you're going to be their son or daughter, or their teen kid at this point, is what they're calling them, you can at least take the time to at least establish that they are their actual parents, instead of just slapping the name on just to get attention. And in my opinion, that's what most of them do. They're not... I'm pretty sure half of them don't even really know what Aphmau character is what. They're just slapping... They're seeing these names come across everywhere. And most of them are slapping those names on just to get attention, because they feel like they're not getting enough. And trust me, I would do that. I would do that. That does seem like a me thing to do, but I've never done it. I've never done it, and I never want to do it, because one, half of them just do it for the attention, and two, they make themselves look stupid. And I'm not trying to be rude, okay? I understand that it's just a fan base, and it's just their creative imagination. And don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against the imagination. I really don't. I think that some people, with what they can do, they can actually, pull something good out of it. but most of them don't even take the time to do that. Instead, they just only type in the chat and spam in the chat to make themselves sound ridiculous. Like, for instance, I guarantee I'm going to open up the chat right now. Look at this. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can find a good one. Punches him, punches back. You guys see that? Yeah, you can see that. You can see that. So, yeah, not only are they annoying, well, there's Senpai Aphmau, because Aphmau is apparently Senpai, I guess. But here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. So, they treat these characters super differently. And I know that is super nitpicky. It's so super nitpicky. And it sounds like I'm coming off as a complete and utter douchebag. But hear me out, okay? Just hear me out. Hear me out. So, if you're going to portray these characters, you have to portray them right. And, yeah, I know it's roleplay. It doesn't really matter. As a matter of fact, why am I even taking this stuff seriously? It's just a bunch of kids. But the reason why I'm making a video on it is because of the fact that it's a thing. It's a thing that should have died a long time ago. And I know that sounds harsh, but it's true. It is very true. And I'm sorry. But going back to the sounding stupid thing. So, whenever they go onto the chat, these chats, they'll go on to them, and they will write some of the stupidest things on there. Like, to the point where even in Minecraft, you gotta question the logic sometimes. And I actually kind of find it funny to question their logic at times, because it is actually quite funny. And they get super mad about it, which I don't understand why. I mean, if I don't want to follow whatever kind of Aphmau religion you're following, I shouldn't be punished for that. I shouldn't be having people get mad at me for that. You know, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. It's what I think. It's what I believe. But, yeah. These Aphmau people, no offense, but I know this is going to sound very offensive to some people, but these Aphmau people make me look like, they make me look like Einstein compared to what they do and compared to what they say. They make me look like a very smart person and a very intelligent person, which I am not. I will admit, I am not smart. But when it comes to these guys, it's different. It is very much different. And, you know, since so many people are doing it, they're changing the characters and what they are supposed to be. You know, in Minecraft Diaries, and I know this sounds super, super embarrassing, to compare to an Aphmau series that's made for these specific kind of people. Again, I sound like a douchebag, but just hear me out, okay? I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite, but here's the thing. So, I understand that there are fans. There are diehard fans of Aphmau, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it's just the way how these characters are used is just, it's kind of sad, really, because these characters are treated like gods, and yet in the series, they don't have that many powers. I mean, yeah, they have powers and all, but they don't have that many powers. Yeah, in this one, they give them the Force, they give them the power to manipulate water, bend water, they become an airbender. Heck, they even make him into Jesus. And it's like, I don't understand. Like, Aphmau characters are not the Lord Almighty. Like, that is, like, spitting in the face. But the other thing is that it's gotten to the point where they're running out of ideas. So they're taking other existing characters from other shows, like recently. Recently, I just ran into a guy with a Daryl skin, and his name was Daryl, Aaron's son. Yep. You heard me correctly. You heard the words that came out of my mouth. Daryl is the son of Aaron, according to Aphmau fans. No, I'm sorry. I know it's all fun. I know it's all fun and games, and I'm sure that guy was just trying to have fun. But the thing is that you can't, if you're gonna do that, do it with the actual characters. Don't use Daryl freaking Dixon as the son of Aaron Kunn. I genuinely got mad because of that, and I shouldn't be getting mad at that. That's the stupidest thing ever to get mad at. I understand that. But it's just, the fans, they just take things they just do way too much, and it needs to stop, because everyone's going to be doing it, and it's becoming so contagious that no one is even playing the games anymore. No one's even playing them. But as long as it doesn't get too horrible, I'll accept it. But it needs to stop soon. It really does. So, anyway. Well, I know a couple people who have some peeves with this, as I do. Jaden, Connor, they both have peeves with this as well. But mine is probably the biggest peeve out of the three of us. But, yeah. So, anyways, guys, that was my little rant on why Aphmau roleplays should stop in SG. And in my personal opinion, I think it should. But I know people are going to probably make me think that I'm coming across as a complete a-hole. But, I'm just stating my opinion. It doesn't have to be everyone else's opinion, but it's just my opinion. So, hopefully, no one really takes this too seriously. But I'm just saying, I'm just stating my opinion, and it's my own opinion. And if you don't like my opinion, then oh well. So yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys later in another video. Goodbye. For now.